Whispers from the shadows. I always thought hospital night shifts would be quiet, but I never expected silence to feel so heavy, like the walls themselves were holding their breath for something to happen. It started with Mrs. Elwood, an elderly woman in 304, her voice barely a whisper as I checked her for. "You'll find your answer in the dark," she murmured, eyes unfocused. I laughed it off, until Mr. Clark in 309, who'd barely spoken in days, caught my sleeve. "Don't ignore the warnings, they're always right," he said, squeezing my hand with surprising strength. By the end of my first week, nearly every patient I tended to left me with cryptic fragments of my future, spoken in tones so quiet I began to wonder if I'd imagined them. At first, I rationalized it as coincidence, maybe hospital delirium, or the medications messing with their minds. But the whispers grew more insistent, and each one seemed to build on the last. "It's coming soon," a young woman with a broken leg told me, her gaze hollow. "You'll see it too." The predictions became eerily specific, mentioning things I'd never told anyone: the scar on my ankle, the childhood nightmare I still remembered, and the way I always felt watched at night. Fear crept in, tightening around my chest every time I stepped into a patient's room. One night, as I made my rounds, the fluorescent lights flickered above me, and a hush fell over the ward. Every patient, conscious or not, turned their head toward me, eyes wide. In perfect unison, their voices rose in a soft, chilling chorus: "Tonight, you'll meet the shadow in the stairwell." The words echoed in my mind, louder than any scream, and I felt my heart slam against my ribs. The stairwell was the fastest way out, but also the darkest, a place I'd always avoided during my shifts. I tried to laugh it off, to take the elevator, but the power went out, plunging the hall into pitch black. The emergency lights glowed dimly, and I found myself drawn to the stairwell door, compelled by something I couldn't name. As I descended, footsteps echoed behind me, my own, I thought, until I felt the cold breath of something unseen in my neck. When I turned, the shadow was waiting, just as they'd predicted, its form shifting and hungry. In that final, freezing moment, I realized the patients hadn't been warning me, they'd been welcoming me.